Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome to Mara's Junk Drawer. I am Mara, and today we're going to be eating some Indian food. Bomb. I'm excited. I'm so excited for this. I had my daughter bring me a plate because that rice is separate, so I've been craving Indian food, and I haven't had it in a while because the Indian restaurant that I used to go to is no longer in my area. Hold on, y'all. Okay. So we got some garlic naan bread. Look at that. Bomb. I have a vegetable samosa. Let's just leave that. You probably can't see it. Yeah, y'all know my setup is a little cray-cray. So let's put some rice on here. I love this rice. I wish I knew how to make this rice at home. Butter chicken. Let me just put this right here. Wait, let me taste this. Yeah, look at this butter chicken. Bomb. Their chicken is so tender. So, like, I don't know if I said I had garlic naan, a vegetable samosa, butter chicken, and basmati rice. It came with these sauces too, but I don't know what kind of sauce. Ew. It smells earthy. Let me see. It just tastes like spicy cilantro, so it's not nasty. That's kind of sweet, and it has like, let's dip this in the sauce. I've been up since about 5 a.m. It's really good with that sauce. I probably should chill on this because it's going to make me full. I love samosas. The first one I had was a samosa from one of my Somali friends. That was when I used to eat beef because the samosas have beef in it. I also had one of my friends back in high school as well. She's not African. I can't remember what their nationality was. But we had curry, and in the inside of theirs, I think it was beef, peas, like beef and vegetables. And it was good. I just have some lemon water. I was dehydrated, something. My mom and grandma had brought me some water because I've been out of bottled water for like a few days. And when I went grocery shopping, I forgot to get some. And then throughout the week, I didn't want to stop and just get water. Like, you know how that is when you get off work, you don't be wanting to stop nowhere. So, so we didn't have no water in the house. And I've been so thirsty. I don't like drinking juice as, you know, to quench my thirst. Look at that. My son is sleeping and the girls are downstairs. That's why I was looking like that, because I just heard all this noise. And I'm like, I need to chill because you're gonna wake your brother up. I don't know what kind of sauce that is. If y'all know what kind of sauce that is, let me know. So I let my 3-year-old stay up and not take a nap. But it sounds like they're making so much noise. Like, what are y'all doing? That's a big piece of chicken breast that I just ate. But their chicken breast is so... Hold on, y'all. Let me text her and ask her. I'm texting my daughter, asking her why it sounds so noisy down there. So yeah, I forgot to mention that another thing that I watched on the last episode, I said the last episode, in my last video, Yeah, my mind be all over the place because when I just bit this naan bread, I'm thinking that when I was watching the Food Network and they went to this Indian restaurant. I'm not 100% sure if it was an Indian restaurant. Because this food is from a Nepali restaurant that makes Indian dishes. But the lady was showing how you make naan bread where you put it in this big, it's like a circular deep, and you just slap it on the side of the wall. It was interesting. But anyways, in the last video, I was talking about all the things that I've been watching recently. In the last video, I forgot to mention that I watched Girl in the Basement. If you watched that, let me know. That movie was sick, and I don't know if Lifetime had you know how Lifetime will do the movie and then they do the documentary afterwards, like the real life story. That's really good. So I was looking for the documentary and I didn't see it. So I'm thinking maybe they only did a movie for it and not a documentary. But after I got done watching that, I almost cried. Like, I cried almost the entire movie because that movie was sad. She was held captive in her own house for 20 years. 20 freaking years. Actually, it could have been longer than 20 years, like in the real life story. I think it may have been maybe like 28. I don't know. It could have been over 20 years. But in the movie, they said 20 years. They just estimated at 20 years. But she was literally held hostage in her own home by her trifling dad. Trifling. After I got done watching the movie, I went to go look up the real story because I wanted to know, you know, like when I watch stuff like that, I want to know further details. Especially crazy stories like that. And so, I think in real life he had more than 6 kids. And it's just like, out of all your kids, why did you pick her? But I think they said he picked her because she was defiant. Like, she was bad. You know, just one of those rebellious kids. But then again, I don't know, because in the real story, I guess this man was built in like a doomsday thing under he got permission from local authorities to build this little doomsday thing underneath his house. So he was building it for maybe 3 to 5 years. So I don't know if he built it with the intent to keep someone down there, or in the midst of him making it, he was just like, okay, I'm going to use this to trap my daughter and rape her for damn near 30 years. It's freaking nasty. And I don't know if this is the same story, but I feel like he gets out on parole soon. I don't know, something crazy. It's sick. I mean, how do you... I feel like people like that should automatically get the death penalty because you rape, first of all, you build this underground prison underneath your home. You lied to your wife and said that your child ran away. You locked her down in this dungeon where nobody could hear her, nothing. You go down there and rape her every day. She bears your kid, like she gave birth to his kids. So her kids are not only her siblings, they're also her children. And you also leave the kids trapped down there. Now, she did have one kid that, in the movie, they said that that was like her escape plan where she said, okay, I cannot take care of any more kids. We're trapped down here. You know, this kid don't deserve to live like this. Give the baby to mom, her mom, which is his wife, you know, since she's so sad and looking for me, whatever. This is how it was portrayed in the movie. And he agreed and he took the child up to his wife. And his sick ass wrote a note saying that, hey mom, I'm okay. I'm just unable to take care of this baby. Can you please take care of my baby? And then underneath the baby there was a note that said, please help me, I'm in the basement. So, I don't know in real life if it was the same tactic, but I'm assuming it is. So not only did you have your daughter held hostage in the basement, raping her every day, her giving birth to your nasty kids. Well, the kids aren't nasty, but his nasty ass giving birth to his kids. You give your wife one of those kids that was birthed from incest. And this kid is being raised thinking that his mom didn't want him. That is sick. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, them type of people need the death penalty because how can you say that this man deserves? I mean, it's not in our power to say what people deserve, but he had no right bringing harm to his own child. And then the amount of abuse that he has brought to her, not only to his daughter, but his entire family, even birth more children out of this sick situation. And you deserve to live. Like, come on now. Like, why would he even should be given any type of chance at life? I'm sure once that girl came out, she, like in the movie, they didn't talk about her mental state or emotional state afterwards. Which I kind of like that because, you know, by the end of the movie when she was able to get away from him, you know, you just felt happy for her, like a weight has been lifted off your shoulders. They did a good job with that movie as far as like the ending of it, focusing more so on like the positive aspect of her being able to get away from him. Now, I'm going to talk about the movie, not the what happened in real life. So, on the movie, she's trapped in the basement. He has like this, I guess, in the movie, the family who was in the house before built like a doomsday, you know, same like the real life story. But in here, it was just built in the basement, like behind. You had to slide the bookcase over, and it was behind there. Like, you go down this hallway, and in order to get into the actual room, so you slide the bookcase over, go punch in the code to get through that door, and then you walk down the hallway, and then there's another door that you have to punch in to get through that door to get to where she was. My thing is, in the movie, how did you not know? Like, because this dude, literally, when he come home from work, he was always so anxious and worked up. And clearly her mom was like a weak-minded person, because she didn't question him. Like, she allowed him to talk over her. She allowed him to just be verbally abusive. But he would literally go into this basement almost every day, be down there for a while. Like, not once did you question, like, what are you doing down there? Because girl, you know, if you're that type of woman, you're going to be like, what are you doing down there? Why? You know, but, the type of person he is, I'm sure she just got to a point where she's like, I don't give a fuck what he do at this point. You know, if he down in the basement, at least he ain't bothering me. You know, it was like a peaceful moment for her, I'm sure. Yeah, my daughter didn't even text me back. She's not playing Roblox on her phone. Or she seen my text and probably just told Marlon to stop making all that noise. That's what I needed, was water. I wanted to record a first trimester video for my other channel, but I don't know, like, do people even watch those? Like, I know I do. I'm not in my first trimester anymore, but I wanted to do one for, like, you know, just small little baby updates for, like, baby number 4, how your body changes, what I'm experiencing this time, blah, blah, blah. But I don't know. I'm like second guessing it. I don't want to force myself to do it, because then the video won't really be like authentic, you know, because it's like forced. But I don't know, maybe I will. You guys have to go to my other channel to check it out. and see if I ended up recording it. I need to go wash my hands. This food was good. Real good. I don't know if my daughter would eat this, but I'm gonna take one more bite of this. Excuse me. I said naan bread, samosa. This sauce is really good. It's like very refreshing and like it's like a cilantro sauce. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hopefully I'll see you soon in my next